Hey, crypto family. So I know 2018 has been crazy, and as we're coming up to Christmas, it's crazy to see the recent rallies that we've had in Bitcoin and other altcoins. But you can't forget there has been a ton of layoffs in the market. And one of the articles here I want to post is about Bitmain, and it says Bitmain fires entire Bitcoin Cash development team report. And this is by Bitcoinist.com. It says things appear to be far from well with Bitcoin mining firm Bitmain, as several reports indicate another round of employee layoffs at the firm. This news follows reports that the company's IPO is also dead in the water after rumors of Q3 losses running into over 700 million. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Bitmain because of their high prices on their mining firmware and then a lot of corrupt things that they're doing, especially with Bitcoin Cash. And it actually goes into how that backfired with them. And so it says, according to Blockstream CSO Samson Mao, there are rumors swirling that the mining giant laid off its entire Copernicus team. Mao cited posts from Chinese LinkedIn published by company's employees. The Copernicus team was responsible for developing the Bitcoin Cash Go client for Bitmain. Now it says it's usually very high accuracy on the Chinese LinkedIn, saying that Bitmain will start a layoff the coming week. A separate rumor said the plan is for more than 50% of its headcount. So that is crazy since we've seen how profitable Bitmain was in 2017. It says in another report, other messages indicate a far more extensive labor cutback, which could target up to half of Bitmain's entire workforce. Earlier in the month, Bitcoin's reported that the company closed down its research division in Israel. More than 20 employees lost their jobs after the move. And then here it actually ties into the Bitcoin Cash. So it says Bitmain bet on Bitcoin Cash, a move that now appears to have backfired, leading to severe losses for the company. Rumors of massive Q3 2018 losses are also casting huge doubts over the company financials and will likely stonewall its IPO plans. So I know a lot of people are actually excited about this because Bitmain kind of did a 180 when they switched from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash. They tried to get greedy with that profit, and now it's backfired on them, and they're having to lay off most of their employees. And it says, the second half of 2018 has turned out to be a challenging one for the company. From the massive fall in Bitcoin Cash prices to the Bitcoin Cash hash wars, Bitmain's Bitcoin mining industry monopoly could be in jeopardy. Recently, US IT firm United Corp sued Bitmain along with Kraken, Bitcoin.com, and Roger Ver for allegedly manipulating the Bitcoin Cash network. So again, it's good to see people are being held accountable because there was a ton of manipulation with that Bitcoin Cash hash war, as well as a lot of things going on since Bitcoin Cash has been hard forked from Bitcoin. So again, the year of 2018, I believe, is weeding out a lot of the players. That is a ton of manipulation going on, as well as just people that are, have a lot of scams and just overall players that are negatively affecting the market. So I believe that's good for 2018 so that we can start 2019 fresh with new faces and ones that are actually reputable and will help increase cryptocurrency adoption for the mainstream. And then it says Bitmain is only the latest of series in mass layoffs, as well as Consensus fired hundreds of employees, about 10% of its entire staff, as Ethereum price plummeted from an all-time high of 1,400 in January. And then also it says others like Steem and Ethereum mobile dApp maker status have also significantly reduced their workforce in the past month. But one thing I want to post is, it says a recent Glassdoor survey found that job openings in the cryptocurrency industry are at an 18-month high. So again, despite all these layoffs, there's a huge number of job openings, and because they know the potential of cryptocurrencies, especially for next year, there's a lot of stuff going on. So that's something to keep in mind when you are seeing all these layoffs. It's just because these companies got greedy, they overextended their position, they opened more places than they should have, and now they're not able to survive this downturn, and it's hitting them hard. So I just want to keep that in mind when you are looking at these different layoffs. There is still a ton of demand in the job workspace. Now, the next article is covering Bloomberg, and it says Wall Street giants postpone entering crypto industry amid falling prices. So, as you know, in 2017, there were a lot of banks saying they're going to enter the market, and they saw these rising prices, and now it seems a little bit more risky, so they're kind of holding back. And it says, according to the people familiar with Goldman Sachs' crypto business, the firm's progress has been too slow to be noticeable. Moreover, the company's crypto non-derivative funds have so far attracted only 20 clients, the unnamed source told Bloomberg. And then it says, as for Morgan Stanley, the company has been ready to launch swaps tracking Bitcoin futures since early fall, but has not yet received a single contract, sources told Bloomberg. Nonetheless, the firm is ready to launch crypto services as soon as there are any sign of demand, an unnamed source says. And then it says Citigroup and Barclays have experienced similar problems, saying banking group has not yet traded any of its crypto-related products within the regulatory framework, and 2 Barclays employees hired to explore the industry for the firm left this year. And it says a spokesman noted that the UK company has no plans to open a crypto trading desk. So again, a lot of these companies are, holding back right now, but there are still a few companies, such as in October, Goldman Sachs, former partner and current CEO of crypto, Mike Novogratz, predicted institutions would likely become involved in more crypto deals in Q1, Q2 2019. Shortly after, Novogratz and Goldman Sachs invested about $15 million in U.S. crypto custody service BitGo. So, again, there are still banks that are willing to invest. I mean, you have Bakkt, which is supposedly going to launch on January 24th. I assume that may be delayed due to regulations and increased manipulation, the government shutdown. But I still do believe that these banks will come into the market. It's just when the market is ready for mainstream adoption and big investors. So they don't want to come in whenever things are still uncertain. I can see where they're coming from, but you got to keep in mind, all these banks are keeping a close eye on crypto. So even though they're not ready to get in now, I believe very soon in the future they will get ready once more regulatory framework comes out and once everything is set in stone. Now, looking at the market today, so again, some coins are taking a breather right now, but you still see Bitcoin's up 2% to $4,084. Ripple's up 10% to 40.7 cents. Ethereum's up 9% to $142. Bitcoin Cash down 6.8% to $184. And then EOS is up 0.79% to $2.83. Now, looking at Bitcoin here, so I mentioned in my last video, it needs to get above this $4,000 level and stay above that to maintain that bullish sentiment. It has went above that $4,000 level on the 4-hour chart, and now we are staying above it, which is very good. Now, there was this channel we were staying in between 3,600 and 4,000, so if we do break down below 4,000, then I am looking at possibly this 3,800 level here. And then if we cannot stay above that, then again, looking at this 3,600 level. So 38 coincides with the 50-day and 200-day. And then this 3,600 coincides with the 128-day and also a couple support levels with that as well. So again, these are some very strong support levels. I believe something to look out for if we do have a pullback. And then if we do continue to fall, then look at this $32,000 to $3,000 level. Now, if we climb, then the next level I'm looking at is this red box here, which is 4,350 to 4,600. So again, I mentioned this is because Bitcoin failed to break above that resistance on November 29th, and as well as November 23rd, and then up to 4,600 on November 21st. So again, these are some levels, this range of resistance I'm looking at right now. If we do trade to this level, you can see we've almost reached that, but we only got to a high of 42.41. So again, this is the next resistance I'm looking at. We're going to see if we can break above that. The RSI right now is still a little overbought, but again, it can go either way based on how the market's been going. But, with Christmas around the corner, it's hard to say if it's going to be a bloody Christmas or if we're going to continue this rally. So again, always take profits accordingly, set your stops, and never invest what you can afford to lose. With that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Set notifications. Until next time, thanks for watching.